It's hard to
I think he's
say.
gonna start with the King. I think
Yeah,
last time they played, he got wins with King and Bowser Jr. and then fell flat with the rest. But I think he'll still want to start off strong, pick up a win, and maybe bring in his Zero Suit at some point to try to get that third win over Uno too.
yes, I agree. And looks like we're gonna get Incineroar versus Rosalina and Luma. Definitely not what we expected. Rosalina, new to Uno 2's roster. Incineroar. Haven't seen, we've seen a little bit throughout the season. Yeah, if if Waka can control the pace, get up in Rosalina's face, and oh, there goes Luma.
Down, and a lot of percent really quickly. That was like the first 10-15 seconds, and we had a quick 60. We're up to 85. We got our Luma back.
The blue Luma, by the way, I think the best one that you could pull out probably. One interesting note about Waka, in terms of stocks taken, that's how many kills he gets. Yeah, only has 73 on the season, which is 20. Oh, and he gets the first kill as I'm talking about it, but he does.
Beat spot,
yes, it is last.
We've been practicing it. We've been practicing it. I told him just have it a little different. And the hard part is online. It's very different than it is, playing locally. So getting that online timing is so important. And it's one of Incineroar's strongest moves. I mean, if you have the rage, if your opponent's at 64%, it is an instant kill. But just like that, Rosalina bringing it back. Only 64% onto the Rosalina, which is a really good place to be. As the down smash doesn't hit Rosalina, just Luma, which, I mean, I'm sure Parker will really much enjoy that.
All my homies hate Luma.
It doesn't count towards the percentage.
Ooh. Okay, make it back there. Luma is
there goes Luma.
Dead. That lives at a very high percent, though. This is looking pretty strong from the Waka.
Oh, and there. Oh, does that kill? No DI. He's got the DI. He lives. Yeah.
Waka.
Wow. Oh, the spike. Oh, that's nice. And he gets back. That is amazing. Good start.
So often you really don't want to use that down smash or a down air off stage because Incineroar's recovery isn't the best. So if you get interrupted in any way, you might just end up dying yourself. The down tilt is a great option at ledge just to get a 2-frame, but I mean going for the down air and just getting it is always such a good feeling.
At Luma, 1%, but not even stocks. Wow.
He is racking on the percentage here. Oh, if he gets that input.
That would have been the stock. He might even
get. DI. Uno 2. Stays alive.
But Waka senses it. He knows it's right there.
Just gotta be patient.
Wow.
Oh. Doors open. Doors open for Uno 2 here.
I mean,
one hit.
Uno 2 has to know any really strong attack, even a side B timed well, is all it takes for this cat to get this match. Just like that 46% up to 64 now.
75. Oh my gosh.
He's doing everything right, and all the Incineroar wants is a side B.
Oh, he needed that input. He needed it.
The pressure is on. It's a tough one to.
Oh. We're in one-hit territory for anyone to get
it. He gets it. Oh, from the wrong side of the stage, so he lives.
Back here.
You gotta punish that.
Wow.
There we go. That's gonna kill.
Oh my god.
Good game.
Game 1 goes to Waka.
Wow.
Great game 1.
Wow.
Dang, edge of
How
my
does that
seat.
side B work? I don't understand how this Incineroar side B works. There's like a timing element once you bounce him off the ropes, or
I didn't even notice the score bar wasn't up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, the
Yeah, so the timing of it is if you hit the side B and it latches and it doesn't hit, or you don't hit any other buttons, it'll just do like they'll run into you. If you hit the A button early, basically in the animation, it launches them up, and if you do it perfectly when they're coming off the ropes, it'll do the clothesline. And that's the one that does the most damage.
Very cool.
Yep. And like that's a great start for Waka. Needs to get the kills. He's actually not that bad in terms of giving up stocks, but I think if there's one area he needs to improve in is getting those kills. And we saw with the Incineroar, that was a good start. That is a good start for him. Uno 2, and for Uno 2, hey, he came back there. He was down 2 stocks to 1. Put up a really good fight. I think we're gonna have another 5-gamer. What do you guys think?
I hope so.
Gonna be close. Gonna be close. I will say, if you do look at the rosters, Uno or Waka does have records on all of those characters. Our database broke momentarily. I'm trying to fix it, but maybe that'll do the fix. Maybe if I just do a quick reset, did that fix it?
Yep.
I'm
No.
a genius.
Hey.
So that was the first win on the Incineroar, which well, actually the second win on the Incineroar, which is great to see. Because you would think that he would go to the Bowser Jr. or even the King K. Rool here later on in the series to clean it up and to get this series win. And just as I said, the Bowser Jr. coming in against the Game & Watch, which has been struggling a little bit in the hands of Uno 2. It has been 3-9 in the hands of Uno 2, which is the worst record on his team, other than the Rosalina, who is now 0-6.
Okay. Oh
No.
no.
Oh my goodness.
Tough way to start.
And you can see it on his face. He's just... It's one of those things that you do not want to go down this early in a match, especially when like nothing really has happened yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just a slip of the thumb type of situation. But we've seen some real pop-off moments from this Mr. Game & Watch. Oh my goodness.
Ooh,
Yeah,
there
taking
is.
it back real quick, and it's even.
Look at that. We're back even.
Yeah, really good way to make up for the slip at the beginning. Fresh start and take a deep breath.
Yeah, and it's almost it's funny because the Game & Watch now has like that momentum coming back, saying, "Oh, I came back from that quick. Like I feel good." And on the other side, the Bowser Jr. is like, "I kind of let that lead slip." So maybe we see that continue on into this second stock, and already a 60% difference almost between these two.
Ooh, big pickup.
But it always is just about how do you close the stock.
Who do we got this time? Is that what's his name, Larry? Or Iggy? Something like that?
I think that's Iggy.
Iggy.
I think it's Larry, actually. I don't know.
they're all
Iggy blue haired? Yeah, there.
I think Iggy's the blue boy in this.
Isn't that
Or no,
okay?
Iggy's.
Mozart's not even one of them, I don't think.
Beethoven, you're thinking of Beethoven.
Beethoven. Am
But
I? I
yeah.
don't know. Anyway.
Ludwig. Oh my gosh.
Ludwig.
And we were just talking about the percentage game, like, you know, not even 30 seconds ago, but look at it now. They're basically both at percent where either of them can die. The backer won't be enough, but we'll get them that much closer. And that's the thing about Game & Watch, is he has a lot of good combo-heavy moves. The up B is a great option there, I think. But if you can't get the killing blow, there it is. You'll find it with the bucket.
Beautiful reflect.
And now it's time for Waka to respond. What will he find here? But instead, it's the Game & Watch.
Quick
only
60.
60%.
Uno have been looking for that bucket reflection all match.
131% to the Game & Watch. Bowser Jr. looking for anything that might take this stock off of him, but still nothing. And that's the thing, you're starting to realize that every time this Iggy looks for that cannonball, it's already read by Uno 2. He's ready with the bucket, and he's looking for a 9, not able to secure it. But look at this combo game now. The up Bs, or the up airs rather, but nothing yet. Bowser Jr. staying alive, as the BGs would say, but nothing yet. He still has to get this stock off of the Game & Watch.
Could be following these with a nair or like a forward air. Get up in the air with them. Like one of Bowser Jr.'s great strengths in this aerial game.
Wow.
All of these projectiles being used by the Bowser Jr., I think Uno 2 has figured it out in
There
the
we
side
go.
B. Such a strong move. He needs to start using those a little more, but the up smash is going to take game 2.
We have a series.
Oop, that was the wrong team. Yes, we do. As we take a replay and a second look, and I always do this personally because when you respawn, you have that those iframes, and it's very much a hey, I can just run up to you and do whatever I want because no matter what you do, try to grab me, try to hit me, you can't hit me. I have those iframes. So going up and just doing a smash attack sometimes is a really good option, and that's exactly what Uno 2 did there, and something that you have to watch out for, especially off respawn. But now we look at the rosters, as I've done a horrible job of marking off who's won. The Incineroar is off the table, as you will see just now, and also is the Mr. Game & Watch. With that said, You still have the Bowser Jr., you still have the K Rule, and if you're Uno too, you got to be sitting pretty because you just won with Game & Watch, who usually is kind of like that make or break it character. Usually it comes down to him having to win a game to secure a series. But to get it down, out of the way early, you have the Ganon 8-4, you have the Banjo 8-6. Either one of those are in play right here.
I feel like Uno likes to do a Ganon for his once he's gotten one win on the books. Let's see what they have now.
You'd be wrong.
Oh.
You'd be 100% wrong. We are seeing the King K Rule up against the Banjo, and I like this pick. I like this matchup for the Banjo solely because King K Rule is a heavy that Banjo could just bully into those very, combo heavy combos that combo heavy.
Oh, something
Banjo is good at combos.
stopped the feather twice. You don't see the feather get stopped very often, and it got stopped by 2 crowns just now.
I will say, I did hit the lab very hard with Waka over the week, and we worked on the King K Rule. For you guys at home that don't know, I went undefeated with K Rule, I think last season or one of the seasons.
Season 0, yeah.
Not trying to brag. I'm just basically setting down my credentials to explain that I have a little experience on K Rule, and him and I ran a lot of K Rule videos. And I showed him some stuff to work on and some stuff that he could do better. And so far, I'm really liking what he's showing here.
That's looking good.
Now, this is that percentage for both of these characters that a grab will most likely seal the stock. Banjo's down throw will definitely just bury the K Rule, and he should be able to kill. Same with the K Rule. K Rule has so many options.
Oh my god! I've never seen I've never seen the feather get stopped, and I've seen it like 6 times in this matchup. Oh my word.
Gosh, avoiding the dash. Oh, here should be a good punish from the Banjo.
Oh no.
I like the use of the projectiles, trying to keep the Banjo honest, make him think a little bit before coming off of that ledge.
There you go.
Feather does go through, finally. I'm sure that's what Uno's 2 saying. Oh, the
Big belly.
You gotta love it. You gotta get up, rolls through the cannonball, and there we go. The crown into the belly.
No, we are
just so much percentage.
2 minutes in.
He's got to find a throw. He's got to find a grab into something, or I mean, he's got to find something. Period. Maybe an up or a high.
There we go. Yeah, we're about almost 2.5 minutes in.
Yeah.
4.5 minutes left, and
He grabs him.
still 4 stocks on the table.
That might catch him in it.
Oh wow.
But that's the fear. When you go too high with the Banjo recovery, you're just gonna get sucked into the gun.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a different Waka we're seeing here.
It really is. What are you feeding this guy?
Listen, you got to give credit where credit is due. He is using that K Rule moveset a lot more. Before, he wasn't using as many moves as, he has, and that is a lot of part of why a character is so good is its moveset. If you only end up using 2 or 3 moves, it becomes predictable, but you've seen him use, I think he's used every moveset or move in this moveset in this match alone.
Yeah, he's using the kit. Good. And there
Just
we
like
go.
that. Smashing Kazooie against the floor. It's going to hurt a bit.
Not going to take much from this K Rule to clean the stock up.
There you
Gonna
go.
have to be careful.
Yeah, but just as I said at the start, those combos can do a lot of damage very quickly. Recovery's a little high. The up smash barely missing the feather as well. You gotta be careful. If you get sucked into this gun, it might be your demise. But instead, a good recovery back onto stage, getting a little more stage control. You see a little more patience from the Banjo. Might use the feather to try to recover. Instead, opts for the up.
Wow.
He gets stuck into the gun, and just like that,
One of the most
comfortable game from the K Rule.
One of the most annoying things about that blunderbuss is that you can be a little bit behind and still think you're good, and you're actually going to get sucked in.
Yeah, the hitbox is crazy looking.
Yeah, it is a quite large suck box, if I could say.
Yeah, well,
It
that
covers basically all the way from like his sprite and like very much in front of him, where the wind kind of brings you in.
I almost want to call it a blow box. It pushed him forward into the.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And as a character like Banjo-Kazooie, when you're recovering, it's very much vertical. And if you don't grab ledge perfectly, you're going to go above it and get sucked into the gun, and you're done. I mean, especially at a percent above 80, it's such a tough tool to get around. And even on the stage. But again, I could talk about the blunderbuss for hours, but we have a series on our hands now. Uno2 staring down a match point. He has the Banjo still. He has the Ganon. I think it's no questions asked here. Waka has to go Bowser Jr., has to try to secure this series right here.
I mean, I don't have the rundown of what he's been working on. I don't know if he's been, been in the lab with anybody unexpected that, if you pick somebody like, Juggly, like, gotta be careful of the Ganon depending on who you pick, because that Ganon hits hard, so.
I will say, bringing in a bit of context here, the last time they played was a couple weeks ago, actually, really recent, maybe 3. That series went to game 5. Waka took first game and the second, and Uno2 mounted a reverse comeback. And that reverse comeback came off the backs of Banjo-Kazooie, Dark Samus, and the Ganondorf. And just as we expected the Ganon here, but the Mii Brawler making an appearance. Someone he hasn't played against Uno2 at all this season.
That's the move, pull out something that's unexpected, space well against the Ganon.
Oh
That's
it's K-Rool.
it's just K-Rool.
Is that allowed? Well, I do know that his recovery won't be as good as K-Rool, and the neutral B. So this is the thing about the Mii Brawler is there are 3 or 4 different movesets you can pick for all the special moves. And usually you disclose what you're running, but I don't think we are this season.
Yeah.
Commissioner, you can pick that guy up on the ledge. The ledge is not long enough to catch the ledge. And just like that, I mean, against a Ganon, you never want to give him a lead, especially when he can hit as hard as he does.
Wow. Oh my goodness, I loved the vision.
That's a very strong jab attack. And forgive me if I'm not too familiar with the Mii Brawler game. I don't play him very often, nor do I play him against him very often. But I can tell you for a fact, he's not making it back from that. Especially turned the wrong way. Just not enough verticality on that upbeat. Not as much as K-Rool for sure.
Wow!
And just like that,
Classic.
I mean, a minute and 9 seconds.
You want to give me that? You want to give me that?
And I think that
my
laugh that
gosh.
Ganon gives us in the post screen is all that can be really said about what just happened. A
Poetic.
minute and 9 seconds. And I think Waka's definitely going to put a little more thought into he runs into what he wants into this next game.
Ganon's off the table at least. Can't do that with every character.
Yeah. But with that said, going back to the rosters and looking at who we have here, the Banjo's got to be the choice. If both of them really want to take this, they're going to go their strongest characters, and it's going to be Bowser Jr. against Banjo. I don't think you go back to Dark Samus. I don't think you go back to Mii Brawler. Now, if they decide to pick something different, then tell me I'm wrong, but I think for both of them, it convenes to them to play their strongest, and I think those two are their strongest.
I totally agree. Unless we get some kind of gentleman's wager saying, let's leave our best characters off the table for this round 5, have a little bit of a show. We're seeing Bowser Jr. and Banjo.
Yeah. So the last time they played, it was Banjo into Incineroar, which the Banjo won, and Bowser Jr. into the Rosalina and Luma, which the Bowser Jr. won. So last time they played, both of these guys got their respective wins. That doesn't matter, obviously. Now, it's all about this matchup right here on PS2. Both very projectile heavy, I should say. Both with a very similar side B as well. So I would expect a lot of clashes, a lot of projectiles on this stage. And to be honest, it could suit either one of them. It just depends on how comfortable they are with the chaos.
Yeah, I also, I'm interested to see, but I'm also fearful I already know the answer. What wins the, like whose side B wins, if they were to meet in the middle of the stage.
Judging on the fact that the side B of the Bowser Jr. is already losing to the egg, I would believe that the side B would definitely lose to the feather.
My
But
fears
again,
are reasonable.
The same mistakes, not mistakes really, but the same vulnerabilities that these characters have shown in prior matchups still apply here. the Bander's recovery sometimes doesn't completely attach the ledge. That can be used against him, especially with something like the cannonball that's very linear. And the same with the Bowser Jr. If you can punish him when he's outside of that form, and if you could try to live as long as you can and not let that Bowser Jr. get an early punish on you, you're gonna win. You're gonna excel very much in this matchup. And I think he's doing just by catching the side B.
Really nice.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Two, just like he did last time they played, looking to mount a comeback here. And the Bowser Jr., he's too low.
Wow.
He thought he was going to grab ledge, but instead just drifts down into the blast zone, and now he's down to one stock. Uno 2 having all three left. Granted, the one is really weak, but he's still hanging on to it. This is the same thing we saw in the earlier series where the Bowser Jr. just wasn't able to secure a kill.
There it is.
A lot of work left here for this Bowser Jr. Jab combo is a good way to start, but again, the Feathers are not going to lose in as many matchups here against the Bowser Jr. This Baird can't punish.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
bag.
we having a strong lock-in moment. Wow.
Oh my goodness, and just like that, comeback is complete. Uno 2 for the second time this series, or season, is going to come back on Waka.